Good morning, guys. As you can see here, my roses are in full bloom, looking amazing. I filmed quite a bit of footage for my rose garden tour previously, but I'm going to clean this up a little bit, do some deadheading today so I can come out here and do my final filming for my rose garden tour that'll be coming up in the next week or two, probably a couple weeks because I'm a little bit behind, as you guys already know, but man, they're looking pretty. I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to go over some steps in how I deadhead. Sometimes I'm tedious and careful, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I just cut things back and it's okay. I feel like I'll show you a way you can be more tedious if you want to, but honestly I feel like you don't really have to do that all the time. So we'll go over a few things and then I'll just prune these, and then I'll probably take you to our office close by to show you what I planted there. I didn't film it because it was such a long hot day. And then I'm going to fertilize the annuals down there, so we'll probably do those two chores today. So let's get started with the roses. I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh, this is the Molino rose. Look at it. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. There was a while there where I wasn't sure if it was the Molino and they thought it was maybe the Pilgrim Climber, but I know it's not because I emailed David Austin. And the more I've gotten to know this rose, I'm 100% sure this is Molino. And then I have the Anik rose. This is really pretty. You can see I do have quite a bit of things to deadhead. I just want this to look really nice and fresh when I film, probably either tonight or tomorrow morning. So yeah, I've had a lot of aphids, which have been really annoying, and I've sprayed a couple times. And then my Eden rose is glorious, but I do need to cut back some of those dead blooms. The only thing about that one, or any white rose really, is you're going to get those brown paper looking dead flowers, and I do want to come cut those out. And then this one gets wild and crazy. This is Tranquility, and I am just going to come in here. I'm going to lose a few blooms. Oh, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave it for now and just wait till I deadhead it. There's so many buds here, but it just throws out these wild canes. It's like the wildest rose. So just know that about this one. It gets massive. This is its 4th season. Yeah, going on its 4th. So it just gets crazy. And then this is Gabriel Oak. So gorgeous. I love how it just glows. It's so bright. I'll deadhead that. And then I have this cute rose here. You can see all the aphids. Scrape those all off and probably come and spray those off. This is my Lilas Japanese rose. It's just a baby rose, but I'm going to come in here and deadhead it, so hopefully we'll get some more blooms out of it. I want someone to tell me if this is Black Spot. Is that Black Spot? This was grown in someone else's garden and then sent to me. I bought it on Etsy. So I don't deal with black spot here, so I don't know. I need to do some research. Maybe I need to pull all these leaves off that have it on it. But hopefully it's not a problem here. And once it has it, it always has it. I don't know that much about it because honestly, it's so dry here that we really don't deal with that. And then I have a few other roses that I'm gonna show along the way. Let's start with this here. So I've got all my supplies here. I've got some rose gloves. I got some pruners. I love these Felco 6 pruners. And then I have some alcohol. You want to clean your Felco pruners off in between each rose to avoid spreading diseases. So let's get in close on the first rose we're going to prune. And then if you have like a whole stem, like this whole stem is done here. So I'm going to come down here and you go down, see how this has 3 leaves? I'm going to go down to the 5 leaves if I can. I don't do this every single stem, but I will do it with some, especially when I'm trying to be a little tedious right now. But you're just going to cut like right here, just above that 5 leaf, and this one's pointing out. You want to cut it on a 5 leaf that's pointing out, not in towards the bush, because that will be the direction your next stem grows. So if I went down further and cut on this one, if I cut here, this stem would grow in the center, and you want to kind of keep the center as open as you can to have a lot of airflow going through here. So that's what I'll do. I'll just make sure that I'm doing it to the outside one. This cute little bee's just having fun this morning. Don't get me though. And there's a ladybug on here too. Can you see him right there? Lots of fun activity going on. So that's what I'm going to do. That's basically the only trick Sometimes if something's dead and it's just crazy, I will just come in and just snip it down. But it's not too hard to be like, okay, here's this one. If it was done, I'd come in here and cut it to here. Gosh, that'd be scary. I'd come in here and cut it to here, and this one's going out towards the outside. So really, that's the basic rule. So it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I came to cut back my Eustacia Vi. This is why it's good to check on your roses, because spider mites, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. I definitely need to come in tonight and spray. I definitely want to get those. Those will just take this out so fast. This had thrips, aphids, and now spider mites. But I'm still going to cut back as much as I can that's dead. I did get some really good footage of this one because it bloomed really early. But we'll clean it up as best as we can and get a majority of those spider mites off too. And I wanted to show you too, those aphids leave behind this excrements right here. And that's their poop basically. And then you can tend to get mold on top of your leaves because of that. Here we don't get powdery mildew, but it will show up after this for sure. I know I'll get some there. So that's the only case that we get it here in Utah, pretty much, that I've seen. That's just how it is. There's always something, you guys. But we'll just do our best and cut this back, and I'll definitely spray it with some Captain Jacks tonight. Okay, over here I have my Olivia Austin rose. It's so pretty, but it blooms early as well, so it's pretty much done. It looks kind of funky. I didn't really care about how I cut it. I just cut it back. It'll be fine. But I wanted to show you a few things. I had a ladybug on here and I left it in the plant, of course. And then I wanted to show you guys this. I'm going to zoom in. This little creepy looking guy is actually a baby ladybug. Hopefully you guys can see that. So if you see that in your garden, that's a good thing. So we're gonna keep this guy on my plant because there you go. There he is. Let's see if we can get him. Ah, don't leave. Oh, he's gone. Anyway, hopefully you could see him. He's doing a good job, and there's a lot of bugs on here, so. Okay, let's look at what we've done so far. Okay, so we cut back the Olivia rose here, the Eustacia Vi. I have some other roses over there, but they're not quite mature enough to have any blooms. And then over here, we cut back the Gabriel Oak and our Tranquility and the Eden and the Anik and Molino, and it looks so much better. Yeah, such an improvement. So when I go to film tonight, it'll just look really great. I'm glad everything's blooming. Went out of town and I was so worried I was gonna miss the blooming of my roses. And then I remembered they bloom quite a bit longer than I thought they do. So let's head to the back and finish. I have about, I don't know, 10 or something back there, but they're kind of small, so it shouldn't take too long. Before we go over there, I want to show you that my Chantilly Lace Snapdragons are actually blooming. These are group 1s, so I thought it'd be too hot, but they're actually doing really great. So I am going to cut some of these and bring them inside. That's so fun. And then I also wanted to show you that my dahlias are blooming and my hollyhocks, look how big, they've started to bloom too. I don't know if you can see it better over here, but we have some pink hollyhock blooms. And they're so pretty. I've never seen these close up, so it's really exciting to me. Let me see if I can film them this way so you can see them in better light. Oh, so pretty. Love it so much. So excited about that. And next up is Our Lady of Shalott Rose, one of my favorites. There's just a few things to deadhead here. This one has aphids as well. It's just how it is. I just need to come this morning and just spray everything. Spraying the leaves and foliage of your roses helps keep down spider mites too. So I try to do that at least once a week. I've just been gone and haven't been able to. I do have sprinklers that do it, but they don't get the whole thing. So I do just like to give them a good spray. And then I'm going to come around here. These have gotten longer. I've come and trained these branches, but I need to come in here and finish wrapping these. I'm just going to continue to do it as it grows and try to really get this wrapped around this obelisk. If you have this main cane horizontal, each vertical cane is going to have a bloom on it. So you're going to get way more flowers out of them if you just let it grow straight up. If it grows straight up, it's just going to bloom on the very top. So it's very important to have some horizontal directions with your canes. So I won't do that today, but I just wanted to mention that while we're talking about roses. And look how pretty the lavender is with this orange Lady of Shalott, one of my favorite combinations. Probably hard to see in the sun here, but really, really pretty. Okay, let's cut this one back. Okay, we got that one all done. I wanted to show you something here. Also, when I'm cutting back, if I do see new growth, like this is a 3-leaf right here, but obviously I'm going to cut to that because we're kind of ahead on that. And there's another little ladybug thing, I think, eating those bugs, so that's good. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you that. I'll cut back to new growth if there is some. So, and then once in a while, I'll just cut where I want. And it's not that big a deal. And then here we have our Evelyn Rose. You can see my delphinium blooming up there. Gorgeous. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely deadhead this. I was most excited about this rose just because it's just so pretty and it's just kind of got attacked. It's just been a rough year, you guys. It is every year. But I'm gonna deadhead these. What did I want to show you? Oh yeah, I saw in here the other day these, and they're so cute and they make me happy. So see this bite here? You might think that this is like a bad insect, but it's actually, here, I'm trying to get this, I can't tell if you guys can see this, but it's like a perfectly circular bite, and these are leaf cutter bees, so you don't need to worry about those. They just like to bite and leave that nice curved cut. So cute. So I wanted to show you guys that. Okay, let's deadhead this one and then we'll move over to our Gertrude Jekyll's over there. You guys are Gertrude Jekyll. Why do I have that in my brain? Ah, so annoying. Okay. These are like Jekyll and Hyde. Gertrude Jekyll. These have gotten quite big and I'm happy. I've heard that these roses can be kind of slow growers and they were really small and I was really worried about them, but they've actually done really great. But I'm going to go ahead and deadhead these. So we definitely want to encourage more blooms. If you don't deadhead, you're not going to encourage new blooms. Okay, it's so hot outside. Driving over to the office is not too far from where we live, which is nice. But we haven't ever planted flowers in here before, and so I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna do. I planted them right before I went out of town, and then I just left. And I left my husband in charge of watering them. The drip line wasn't working, so he had to kind of check with our business partner that owns the building with us to see about that. But anyway, hopefully he got that. Well, he did get it figured out, but he said it only goes off Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and he hasn't changed it to go off any more than that. So I'm hoping they're okay because they definitely need to be watered more than that. But we'll see when we get there. It'll be a surprise for all of us. Okay, we are here and it looks pretty good. They do look like they're thirsty. This is our company here, so we have a pediatric and orthodontic dental office. My husband actually specializes in both and he has a partner, but they look pretty good. So the salvia is not blooming yet. They look a little dry, so they'll be happy to get some water. It does look like they're kind of wet though. So that's good. I think it might get overspray from the sprinklers here too, but we'll make sure to water these really good and fill up our bucket. So what I did in here, I did snowdrift and then I did bubble gum. I kind of just alternated them, and then around the sign we have Sally Fun, I think salvia. I just did it all the way around, so it should be tall and pretty in the background, and hopefully it'll be full color. Not the greatest start right now, but I think it'll start really filling out as I come and fertilize. Guys, I don't know how this works. Okay, my husband showed me I actually just have to keep turning. I'm an idiot sometimes, you guys. I waited in there till he was done with the patient for about 20 minutes, and I could have just turned it a little further. But, okay, you're supposed to do a tablespoon per gallon of this, but I'm actually going to put in, I'm not really going to measure it. I'm just going to shake some in. It'll be fine. Just got in the box and turned these drip lines on. I'm just gonna check a few to see how we're doing here. And they're dripping. Tuck this one in. I should kind of let this run too when the days that I come, and then do that on top of it, because just give them just a little bit more water. There it is. Looks good. I mean, as good as it can right now. It'll fill in. I definitely could have put more flowers in there, but I think it's going to be just fine. It's kind of going to be a test this year, so we're done with that. Okay, I'm back home. That's it. It's so hot. I'm going to go inside. I'm I'm so done being out here, but I'm glad to get that chore done and to go to the office. And now I know I need to set up a routine and a schedule to go down there. I'll probably go down there on Saturday mornings and fertilize, and then I'll probably have to supplement a little bit till we can get the drip line figured out. And that rose garden tour should be coming pretty soon. Okay, see you guys. Bye.